All right. Hello and welcome back to the Sports Hub Tailgate on KearneyHub.com. I'm your host, Cody Reed, alongside Hub Sports writer Jason Ahrens. Jason, we had to turn the tailgate in for a golf cart.
We did.
Yep.
It's out of the shot right now, but it was nice to be able to drive that baby over here.
Yep.
Because it's pretty hilly out here at Kearney Country Club.
Yep. Like you said, we're out at Kearney Country Club, taking in the nice fall weather and the leaves and getting ready for state cross country. But before we talk about state cross country, we should recap the prep football action from last week.
Sounds good.
Let's talk about the game you covered, Shelton and Kennesaw.
Yeah, I was in Shelton last Friday night. A couple of premier Class D2 ball clubs going at it there. Top 10 battle. Let's be honest, a couple of top 5 teams probably in the state. It was a punch-you-in-the-mouth type of game. Both teams were lining up and running straight at each other. Something had to give, and in the end, it was Kennesaw's Tyler Schnitzler making all the difference. The All-State quarterback rushed for nearly 300 yards in the ball game, ripped off touchdown runs of 65 yards, 57 yards, and 37 yards, I believe, in the win. They got the 25-20 victory over Shelton, but Shelton gave a good performance. Luke Glenn took over 30 carries for 173 yards and 2 touchdowns. So a strong effort, and I would personally love to see these two teams have a rematch in the playoffs down the road.
Sounds like a tough loss for Shelton there. Moving on, I guess back here in Kearney, the Bearcats, district champions over Lincoln North Star.
Yes, A4 champs. They got the big win over Lincoln North Star. As you said, it was for the district championship. Kearney rattled off 20 unanswered points in the second half. The Bearcats rushed for 220 yards in the third quarter alone, thanks to big runs from Caleb Lundgren and Hunter King in that effort. So congratulations to the Bearcats, and now they are going to take on North Platte and then get prepared for the postseason.
Alrighty. Possibly some halftime adjustments that helped them rattle off some points there in the third quarter.
Sure could have been.
Yeah. The other hometown team, Kearney Catholic Stars, took on Chase County. They're just trucking along.
Yeah, they are, and they are now C19 district champs as well. So they wrapped that up. And it's just another great all-around performance from the Stars. Offensively, defensively, they've got the whole package, and now they've got one more ball game against the salty Gothenburg team to close out the year. But they are one of only 2 undefeated teams remaining in C1, so pretty high aspirations for Kearney Catholic heading into the postseason.
One more game we should recap, somewhat of a baseball score. The Ravenna game. Give us your thoughts on that one.
Yeah, Ravenna defeats Southern Valley 6-2. Blake Cremosta's touchdown in the first quarter was evidently all the Blue Jays needed to seal the win. Defense standing tall, evidently. This time, Ravenna on the winning end of a close battle. They lost a 7-6 game against St. Cecilia earlier this year. So
Blue Jays playing some tough defense there. So
that they are.
We don't have any props as usual. We're kind of on a streak. We're propless. But we're still going to hand them out just like every other week. So
yep, plenty to give out once again this week. We've got Ansley Litchfield's Tyson Howard, who passed for over 200 yards, rushed for over 200 yards, and totaled 5 touchdowns in a 50-43 shootout victory over Twin Loop.
Let that sink in a minute. 50-43. I like the pause you had there.
It's high scores.
Yes.
It's kind of a big deal.
Yep.
You've also got Amherst Devin Dibburn, who rushed for 128 yards and 3 touchdowns. He also had a pick 6 for 65 yards as Amherst got a big win over Axtell. And finally, you've got Pleasanton's Clay Weber, who rushed for 90 yards, passed for 90 yards, totaled 3 touchdowns, and also had 2 interceptions in a losing effort against Cedar Valley, but a good performance by Clay nonetheless.
Let's move on. Last week of the regular season prep football season. I can't believe it's here already. But there's got to be some games that probably catch your eye when you're looking at the calendar.
Yeah, some more intriguing matchups at the end of the year, just to kind of see where everyone stands type of deal. Mm-hmm. You've got Loop City traveling to Ansley Litchfield. I don't think there's going to be a shortage of offense in that ball game. That should be another one of those, run and gun type games.
Video game numbers kind of game.
Right, exactly.
Possibly.
And then just a couple other matchups. You've got Alma visiting Overton. I want to make sure name all these. Ravenna at Donovan Trumbull, and Lawrence Nelson at Amherst. So just a slew of games right there that are should be competitive games and will be a measuring stick for teams as they get ready for the postseason.
Speaking of a slew of games, the Lopers have lost a slew of games on the football field. Another close one. A little bit of a delay during the middle of the game. It still couldn't get it done there for trying to get that first victory.
Yeah, tough loss for the Lopers taking on Lincoln University. The Blue Lions got a 34-27 victory. Justin Drudick, quarterback number 6 for the Lopers, had a good game, passed for nearly 300 yards, but his pass was intercepted in the end zone by a Lincoln University defender with 34 seconds left in an attempt to tie the ball game up. But it was kind of a bizarre game. It started at the Lincoln University campus. Then there was a 3.5-hour delay due to lightning. And the lights don't work at the stadium, but they weren't expecting that delay. So they're like, well, it's getting dark. So they had to move the game over to Jefferson City High and finish it there. So just a heck of a deal. And unfortunately for the Lopers, they weren't able to come on top. Yep. So one more to go. Home game this Saturday, and going to try to get it.
Keep our fingers crossed.
That's right.
Hopefully they'll get it. Also, Loper volleyball team experiencing their first losses of the season as well.
Yeah, back-to-back losses to Wayne State and Truman State, but they bounced back over the weekend with a win over Lindenwood. So let's hope the Lopers are right back on the right track and continue to be dominant moving forward.
Yeah. And one Loper prop that I'd like to throw out is former UNK Loper quarterback Jake Spitzelberger. Plays over in Germany, won the German Bowl, and also was the game's MVP. So congratulations to Jake Spitzelberger there.
Nice work, Spitz.
All right, Jason, before we wrap things up, let's talk a little state competition in the prep athletics.
Yeah, first we're going to start with state tennis. I want to throw out a congratulations to Jared Carlson and Walker Honesy of Holdridge. Those two are Class B state champions at #1 doubles, leading the Dusters down there in Lincoln last weekend. So congratulations to those two.
Sounds like they blew the competition away.
Yes, they did. Look at that guy.
And like we said before, we're at the Kearney Country Club, home of the state cross-country meet. And Jason, me and you will be all over this course, helping to cover all these great Hub Territory athletes that'll be here running their butts off.
Yeah, we will. And of course, we've got the finish line down the hill to our right. And there are a group of area athletes hoping to get across that line first. Earlier in September, we had the UNK Invitational, which is kind of a preview of the state meet, since there are so many good teams that show up to that. Minden's Chris Shelton and Holdridge's Gabrielle Gracia, they were winners in Class C. So they're hoping to continue on their dominance and pull out a gold medal performance here. Just a few other teams and individuals of note. Well, of course, you've got Kearney High. They seem to be in the running every year. The boys won the UNK Invitational, and both the boys and girls they have aspirations on the team title this year. Just a few others to name. You have the Cozad, boys and girls, Minden, boys, Lexington, girls, Bertrand Loomis, girls. Those are some pretty strong teams, and forgive me if I'm forgetting to mention a few others, but there are some local talent looking to perform well.
And we'll have video coverage of the entire state cross-country meet on KearneyHub.com. We'll have the winners, winner profile videos for you on there. Jason, I believe that's our show. We should probably go play golf since it's so nice out.
I know. Let's go round up the clubs and show them what we got, which isn't much.
Yeah. Well, that's our show for today. Make sure you check the Kearney Hub print edition for the latest sports headlines. Check KearneyHub.com for breaking news. And also check out the Sports Hub blog on KearneyHub.com for funny videos, thoughts from Jason, Buck, our Husker guy, Monty Kratzenstein. And if you want to send us a message on the show, tweet us, HubSports_CSF. Jason Arns 10.
That's right.
10, because he's a 10. Whatever that means. Anyway, let's go hit the links.
All right, let's do it.
That's it. Don't even. Just wanted to give a special thanks to the Kearney Country Club for letting us shoot the Sports Hub tailgate here at the Kearney Country Club. So thank you very much. We'll see you at the state cross country meet.
And we are going to start with I don't know. I forgot.
Ready to hit us with some digits?
I suppose.
All right. You want to just pick it up from we got You didn't actually say a name this time?
I like the way you think. All right, yeah, we've got...
Golf USA is your one-stop golf shop in Kearney and Grand Island, specializing in golf supplies, full repair services, and custom club fittings to meet the needs of golfers young and old. Golf USA, your internationally known, locally owned golf store in Kearney and Grand Island.